Hey friends, welcome back to the Maple Leaf Barn. I'm Livy, and today I'm just going to talk to you about the seeds that I purchased for 2024. It's currently raining outside, and it's been disgusting all day, but I'm hoping it's going to snow. It was supposed to snow 3 inches last night, and it didn't. So of course we're all bummed because who wants nasty, rainy, cold weather? No, but that's what we get a lot in Ohio. I'm in the basement. This is where we're growing our seeds this year. We were hoping to have a greenhouse set up, but that didn't happen. So maybe next year we will have a greenhouse that we can start all of our seeds out there and not in the basement. But you know, this is what it is. And so that's what's happening. I went through all of my seeds that I had from last season, and I went through and just cataloged everything to make sure I'm not overbuying. And if I have something already, I'm not buying it again, all that kind of stuff. I added some things that were on Johnny's website that were on sale that I've never purchased and I wasn't planning on purchase, but I was like, okay, what? Okay, I'll do that. 1,000 seeds for $5. Sure. I'll grow this. Salvia. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's start with the sunflowers because that's pretty tried and true. I am really just focusing on 2 types this year, the Pro Cut White Light and the Pro Cut Gold Light. I don't really love sunflowers, despite them being my main flower in my wedding. I just don't really love growing them. I also don't really know if people love buying them as much as they say they do. Everyone says they love sunflowers, but I found that at my markets, they didn't really sell out all the time. And I just don't want to go through all the trouble of doing all the successions when I know they might not sell out. So I'm just doing those 2 varieties. I also have some Van Gogh, and of course those are all done by Sunflower Steve. And I bought those last year, I think. And they should be fine, I would think, again. Let's move on to Snapdragons. I'm going to be growing a really heavy portion of the farm is going to be focused on Snapdragons. I feel like they went over very well in our area last year. I'm going to be doing the Potomac Ivory, the Costa Silver, the Costa Summer Lavender 3, the Costa Midley White. I'm going to say this wrong. Avignon. Avignon. That's not right. The Avignon Pink 2, the Costa Rose 2. I also have Madame Butterfly, the Bronze with White, the Red, and maybe another one. I have a lot of different Snapdragons happening. Okay, I'm also growing Lisianthus for the first time this year. Never grown it, and I just feel like it's time. It's absolutely gorgeous, and my wedding's coming up. They will totally use the Lisianthus. I'm going to be doing the Voyage 2 White Improved and Voyage Pink 2 Improved. I'm also adding some new varieties of zinnias. I have a lot left over from last year. I think I'm going to be changing up how many zinnias I grow. This past season, we grew 2 50-foot beds of zinnias. That was just way too much. Here are the new varieties that I'm adding to my zinnia collection this year. I'm doing the Queenie Formula Mix. I'm also doing the Queenly Lime Orange. I wanted to try out the Zinderella Peach, which is just like a really funny looking zinnia. It looks more like a Scabiosa. Mary's Giant's Carmine Rose. I have a wedding that wants mostly white florals. I am doing the Benary's Giant White. I also added the Benary's Giant Deep Red zinnia because I really want to do a 4th of July bouquet. And I have never planned in advance for the 4th of July, so I've never been able to have them. I really want a red, white, and blue option to offer my clients. So I'm going to be doing those, and I'm hoping that they're ready to go by July 4th. As far as other zinnias go that I already have, I have almost all of the zinnias that you could do with Benary's Giants. I've decided to pretty much only grow Benary's Giants. I just felt like the Oklahoma was just too small and it wasn't impactful enough for me. So I have the Giant Lime, the Giant Bright Pink, and the Coral Salmon, the Benary's Giant Purple. That's all the zinnias that I'm going to be doing, and I will be doing less. Celosia, I still have a few Celosias, but the new ones I'm adding are kind of those brain looking ones that everyone's crazy about right now. So the only ones that were still in stock on Johnny's when I went to order was the, I don't know how to say it. It's spelled R-E-I-E-N. Rien. Okay, that's red, and it looks great. It looks like a brain, a red brain, and it has darker foliage, which is fun. And then I'm also going to be doing the Kramer's Lemon Lime. I also ran into needing some Billy Balls last year, and they were so expensive to purchase from another farm or wholesale. And as much as I can, I try to grow my own flowers, but there are occasions where I do need to purchase something that I'm just not growing in the abundance that I need for a wedding or something like that. And Billy Balls, anyways, the variety I bought was Sunball. You can add those in. Those are fun. I also bought some Clarkia seeds in the color Elegant Salmon. Those are just so dainty and so pretty, and it's more branching. And I've been thinking about wanting to add more perennials or more branching type stuff like Mahogany Splendor and things like that. I'm also doing the Starflower, the Scabiosa seed that's, it looks like a big round brown ball. I'm also going to be trying out the triple berry mix of Scabiosa seed. Scabiosa, I've never grown it, but buying that wholesale is also a pain in the butt. Like, they don't ship well. They're so dainty that I think the only way to have Scabiosa in a bouquet for a bridal arrangement or anything like that is just to grow it. I'm also adding some new stock, the Antique Rose and the Iron Apricot. I really enjoyed the pumpkins that we did last year, and so I went ahead and purchased some Porcelain Doll, Jardale. The other pumpkins that I'll be growing, we grew last year, and I thought they did really well. These varieties were the Hybrid Specialty Pumpkin Moonshine, and then the Specialty Pumpkin Valencio, it's probably how you say it. And I really enjoyed them. Although we are going to be doing things differently, I'm hoping to grow all the pumpkins and gourds in more of a trellis cattle guard situation. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. So then I'm also doing Digitalis, the Camelot White, and the Dalmatian Peach. I'm also growing Dianthus for the first time. I'm doing some sweet white and then this volcano mix. I will be starting a ton of Echinacea this year. And Echinacea is so good. It's good for the bees, it's good for the people, it's good for everybody. I got these last year and I had every intention of planting them and I just didn't get around to it, but I'm just doing some Florist Blue Boy, you know, Bachelor Buttons. Lisa Ziegler is always raving about Rubeckia, and traditionally I have not enjoyed Rubeckia, but I decided to get the variety that she's always talking about, so I did, and we'll see if it works. She says that it just is come and cut, and you just can cut that all season long. And I like to have something like that just in case, you know, you have a crop failure in some other way and you need something to fill the bouquet. So she recommends Triloba Rubeckia, and so I got a lot of seeds of that. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, I'm so excited about this. So I love Delphinium. I think it's so gorgeous. I know that it's poisonous. 2 dogs, people, children, it's really not that great if they eat it. I'm going to be doing some of that Magic Fountain Sky Blue with white. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully there's no fatalities. So I'm not growing as many cosmos as I did last year. I did an entire 50-foot bed of cosmos and I just really regretted it because it got out of hand, and cosmos are really dainty and they don't really last that long. So if you don't get out there and harvest them exactly when they need to be harvested, good luck. I have the Double Click mix, the Double Click Rose Bonbon, and the, oh, this is the Yarrow. I do have the Summer Pastel mix of the Yarrow, and I actually overwintered them. So they grew last year. They did great. And I'll probably start some more this year and just like continue growing and expanding that Yarrow section that I just overwinter and turn into perennials. Let's talk about Amaranth. I was really in love with Amaranth, and so apparently I planted 2 entire 50-foot rows almost completely of Amaranth. Don't do that. You don't need to do that. I have hot biscuits and I have velvet curtains. Let me tell you, you just need the velvet curtains. You don't need hot biscuits, and you don't need the purple or the pink fountain one. I have that too. I won't be growing any of that. You can put them with little bits of pinks or with yellow. They look really good with sunflowers, but you just don't need the really weird looking ones that all drape down, in my opinion, unless you're doing a ceiling arrangement at a wedding or something. I don't feel like you need that. They look weird in a wrapped bouquet. Here, have this wrapped bouquet and this like weird tentacle that's coming all the way down the wrapped bouquet. You can't stick them in a stand. They just look weird. Don't do it. Okay, let's talk about some more of the greenery type of seeds that I will be starting. We have baby blue eucalyptus. We have silver dollar eucalyptus. I'm also adding the Persian cress and frosted explosion. I didn't do that last year, and I felt like I missed it. Cinnamon Asian basil, purple basil. This one's called amethyst. I have some Munstead lavender, mahogany splendor hibiscus. The best. Let's just take a minute and enjoy some footage of last year's mahogany splendor hibiscus. You guys, 99% germination rate, and it's just amazing. I grew 6 plants and it turned into this massive monstrosity, but it was beautiful. And I used that primarily for my October weddings, and it looked great. Then I also have Miss Burns lemon citrus basil. This is our seed list for 2024, and I'm hoping that we have a really successful season where we grow a lot of different things that we can supply our clients with beautiful bouquets, whether that's their spring or summer subscriptions, weddings, all those fun holiday bouquets, a la carte birthdays or whatever. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.